To Cooking with Andrea. Today I'm excited. We are going to be making mini taco bowls. They're baked. So I have my pan on heating here. I drop my 1 pound of hamburger. And this is my vacuum sealed bag here. Love that. That's the best thing I own in my house, as far as saving stuff, especially with as much as I cook. I'm going to turn my heat down. I'm nice and warm here. Put that cold stuff in and it's on high. It's going to make it steam. But I want a little bit of goodness on the bottom of my pan, because when I make this dish, it's going to be fantastic. I'm basically super easy. All it's going to have is a pack and a half or two. I'll put 2 packs of seasoning in, because even though it's only 1 pound of hamburger, I want it to be real flavorful. I don't want to have to add a lot of anything else to it. But I want it to be super flavorful. So what I'm going to do is even though my hamburger's not cooked, I'm going to put my seasoning in right now, because the fat is coming from the hamburger, which is good. And I have a Costco hamburger here. It's not actually very fatty. It's actually pretty lean. So I'm not going to get much out of it, I don't believe, but this is how I do it. This is also how I make tacos when I'm in a hurry. I use 2 seasoning packs. I don't use any liquid though. No water whatsoever. As I want as much flavor, so I don't want to dilute something, because I want as much flavor as I can get. And I actually happen to like this Taco Bell mix. Some people do, some people don't. I like Ortega too. And then sometimes I make my own, with chipotle. It just depends on how I'm feeling, what flavors I want that night for our dinner. That's one thing when you're in the kitchen cooking, you actually can find a lot of flavors where you don't have to have a pack. Or say you were just out of a pack, went to the store, forgot to get some, but you want to make tacos. You can do it a whole bunch of other different ways. So what I'm doing is just letting this warm and cook real fast. Like I said, no liquid. Let the grease from the natural hamburger be its liquid. Just going to lay this gently on top of the hamburger, and I have it down to 300. It's going to just cook. So my muffin tin is my vessel for my mini taco bowls. So I'm just going to generously spray, and I show you, generously spray. And I'm not making very many, because I normally make these when we're really going to sit down and eat them, or on days where we have what's called hors d'oeuvre night dinner, and we do that in my household. We've always done that, just like TV dinners. But sometimes instead of buying the TV dinners, I make the TV dinners, just like I make my own pot pies and shepherd pies. And then what we do is we just freeze them before we cook them. We make all the ingredients, and then what we do is we wait until we're ready for it, and then we get our crusts out, and then we make them and bake them. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. This one, during the holiday time, I like hors d'oeuvres. I like cute things you can take to other people's house, or you could take to work, and you could just enjoy with your coworkers, or at home with your family. I love doing stuff with my family, so we do all sorts of stuff like that. This is the time of year. I cook all the time, but like even me, I'm not a baker. I'll start trying to bake more stuff so we can have it here at home. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this hamburger cook, and then what we're going to do, since I have my pan heavily greased, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the rest of the order, the stuff for our mini taco bowls. Okay, welcome back. Okay. Hamburger is done. I have it over there draining. I just wanted to show you, I took regular tortillas. That's all I did. And then I already have some cut, because I made these the other day. So I already have some cut. Basically, I just cut my tortillas into strips. Basically, just like this. Here's that end. Here's this end. And there was one little strip in the middle. I was deciding on how big I wanted to cut them. It's up to you. You can cut them however you would like. Now today I'm not making as many, because we do have to eat the food that I do cook. And this is really like hors d'oeuvre day, snack day. I call it my mini, I say on the go mini taco bowls. And usually when I say that, it means I'm packing them for our lunch, and that's what we're going to have for lunch during the day. So we greased our muffin tin real good. I'm going to grab the meat real fast. I just wanted to show you how much grease did drain. You know, I told you I was going to have a lot of grease in here, and even though it was a pretty lean meat, there's still quite a bit of grease. But remember, to my mixture, I have no water. I want all that flavor. I'm going to take a bite of the hamburger, because it does make a difference. If you put the water in, you're going to dilute it. By not putting the water in, you're not diluting anything. I mean, yeah, you're not diluting it. There's a lot of flavor in here. You want that extra flavor because it's going to be sitting in the tortilla. And then I have two kinds of cheeses. I have this is cheddar, and I have Monterey Jack cheese. And this is how I'm going to bake them for 12 to 14 minutes, or until I like the way the tortilla crisps on top. Super easy, easy, easy. After I do that, I'm going to add Roma tomato, green onion, and a little scoop of sour cream. And these are absolutely delicious. Fantastic. Super Bowl weekend, here you come. Make these. Or during the holidays this year, make some of these. Take them to the family's house. Super delicious. Everybody will love them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tortilla, already cut it, and I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to put these in. Just want you to see how I just stuff them in there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Sides don't have to be perfect. What I'm going to do is take a little bit of cheddar cheese. Just going to put it in here like that. I'm going to put the rest right here on my counter. Love cheese, but I'm not the biggest cheese fan in things. I took a nice scoop of my taco filling. I'm going to do a little bit more cheese. I'm going to take a little bit of mozzarella cheese. And that's enough. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to cut my tortilla. And remember, make the tortillas how you want to make them. You can make them smaller. You do not have to make them as big as I do. But I actually like the way they cook inside. I think they taste fantastic. Like I said, I've eaten these many times before. You know, I like things like that. Like I said, that's how our family is. You can mix up your cheeses. Doesn't make a big deal. Put a little bit down here. And then what I'm going to do is take one scoop of meat. I've got a big spoon. I'm just going to go like that, pack it in. If you didn't get enough on that one. Or if you like a lot of meat, put a lot of meat in it. The only thing is you don't want to get them too full, because then it makes them awkward to pick up. You know, and I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to do another one, because there's three of us. Three of us will eat them. We can each have one as a snack. And it will not be bad. So just make your tortilla fit in. You don't like as much tortilla? Now, I like the tortilla. I like the actual tortilla in there. You can do it with wontons. I've seen people do it with egg roll wrappers. Believe it or not, I've actually seen somebody who has done it with a piece of white bread. Very interesting. And now what I'm doing is I'm just going to take another little extra scoop. And when I go to put the cheese on, I'm going to take my fingers, I'm going to push it down, because I like them packed in. Not only that, if you pack it in, it'll be nice on the bottom. Bottoms will come out nicer as well. And then we're just going to put these in real fast to bake. 12 to 14 minutes. I'll time it exactly, because sometimes I go through phases where I like things more done or not as done. So then what we'll do is get these cooked up, and then we'll be back. Okay, here we are. They're done. Oh, looks delicious. Fantastico. Oh, they're kind of hot too. You want to let them sit a minute, but look at, they're cooked on the bottom. And I only had mine in for 12. If you want yours a little bit more done, put it in for 14. Uh-oh. A good piece of crunch went on the floor. That's not cool. Okay, look at that. They're all cooked on the bottom. Beautiful. Let's get this one out. Look at even the sides cook. Okay, and so say you don't even get a lot. That's why you form the cheese here. You can't really mess up in these tins. They're absolutely just awesome to work with. This is such a cool idea. Such a delish idea. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put these two on a paper. Let me work on my paper plate. It's actually easier to work on my paper plate. So what I'm going to do is this was one Roma tomato because I don't want to incur a lot of cost because I'm just having fun, doing fun things on the weekend, showing people stuff that I love. So I just did one Roma tomato. I did 3 very small green onions. And I'm just going to put them in your bowl like that. I'm going to take some green onions and just go like that. So we get this wonderful color. And then what I'm going to do is take one little squirt of sour cream. And what I'm going to do is come right here. Now see, this is where I struggle because I'm not really good with decorating. But that's what I'm going to do. And you could do a little bit bigger dollop. There we go. These are so cute. Some of you ladies and men out there that are so talented, I know you could have so much fun with these and make them your own and just do it so wonderfully. So these are my mini taco bowl, or taco bowls. Yep, I did the whipped cream, the sour cream a little bit better on that one. I think I'm going to do just a little bit more. And then we are ready to go. Okay, so I'm not going to take a bite out of those two. I'm going to show these two. But I am going to take a bite out of this one. Absolutely fantastic. There's good crunch. Remember, use 2 packets of whatever taco seasoning you use. Use 2 packets. You want this thing to be packed full of flavor. This is absolutely delicious. Very inexpensive. I bought 1 pound of meat. I got that hamburger for $4.13 at Costco. And like I said, I already had aroma in my fridge. Had green onions in my fridge. Had our daisy in our fridge. Tortillas in my fridge. And all I did was bake it in the oven. So really inexpensive. Could be a meal. Could be an hors d'oeuvre. If you like the content, if you would please like, share, and subscribe, I'd be most grateful. Thanks and have a great, blessed week.